Hey everyone, I wanted to share some insights that occurred to me 2 weeks to the day of my mother passing, actually. I was sitting there, it was a Saturday, I was sitting there contemplating, thinking about, we were waiting for test results on my mom, whether her cancer had spread or not. And, I was sitting there hoping that it didn't spread. What if it did? Having all those irrational thoughts and out of the present moment. And then I quickly realized that my mom is on her own soul journey that has absolutely nothing to do with me, nothing to do with anyone else. And once I quickly realized that, I was able to let go of the attachment to any outcome that was about to occur, because we are all on our own soul journey. And that has nothing to do with anyone else. Because when I'm putting that stuff and those thoughts on and hoping that, my mom was going to be okay, I'm putting my stuff on her own soul journey. I am getting in between her and God, her higher power, higher source. That has nothing to do with me. I can't do that. It has none of my business. And when we can, it's not just about life and death, right? It has to do with everything in life, right? These things are none of our business. That we're putting all that stuff, it's the attachment that we have, right? The attachment is very crown chakra. That's the demon of the crown chakra, is our attachments. And if we can just really realize that we are all on our own individual soul's journey. It's not about the body. It's just so much there. But I invite you to contemplate those things. They're beautiful things to think about and really help me get into the present moment. And if we can just really think about that we're all just souls on our own individual journeys. And so the other thing that happened that morning, I had opened my Lila Astrology app. It's a fantastic app. I love astrology, and this has to do with evolutionary astrology, which I knew nothing about until my energy teachers interviewed on their podcast one of the co-founders of the Lila Astrology app, and I'll put that link in the story if you want to listen to that podcast. It's fantastic, and evolutionary astrology has really opened my eyes. But my message for the day, on that day, Saturday, was about my roots beckoning. And I took note of that, and sometimes when it says roots, doesn't necessarily have to mean your family, but in this case it did mean my family. And then later that day I sat down to watch a movie. The movie was boring, but it took place in Boston, which I took note of. That's where I was born and raised. And so then I turned on another movie. I turned on American Fiction, which I had been wanting to watch. And that movie also took place in Boston. So there was the third synchronicity in that day. And then one of the characters, she was a city attorney or a prosecutor in the city of Quincy, where I was born and raised. I was like, okay, this is all too weird. So something is up, something is going to occur for me. I just find I love synchronicities, and we can get quiet and we're paying attention. Spirit is always giving us messages. And so I just thought I'd share that. Just really fascinating, interesting stuff, pondering life and death and synchronicities, and still trying to learn, still trying to be open, and still trying to make sense of all of this, which I have not done yet. Okay. Just thanks for listening. Namaste. Bye.